everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Riding in Cars with Real Estate. And this is a big one. It's a huge one. We have hit episode 10. That's right, double digits. And we're celebrating in style with an incredible guest. If you're new here, I'm Marty Fink, loan officer and branch manager powered by Homespire Mortgage, coming to you from my husband's Mercedes. Woo! Your host and your go-to mortgage expert. I love bringing you inside the world of real estate, one ride at a time. Today, I've got someone in the car who's been making waves in the real estate world. Someone who knows how to make the process sweet for her clients. That's right. I'm talking about none other than the Hershey lady herself, Kathy Hershey. Cue the applause. Woo! Kathy is a powerhouse in the industry, known for her dedication, her deep market knowledge, and her signature brand that makes buying and selling homes feel like a treat. She's built an incredible reputation in Virginia Beach and beyond, helping her clients navigate the real estate world with confidence, care, and maybe just a little extra sweetness. Kathy, I am so excited to have you today. I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, how many years have I known you?
A lot.
13.
No, longer.
14? 15?
Something.
I don't know, a lot.
A lot.
So, all right, folks, buckle up. We're about to hit the road with Kathy Hershey. Stay tuned for insights, laughs, and maybe even a little real estate trivia. Maybe, maybe not. Let's get rolling.
The scripted part. Okay.
Get to the questions. Kathy, your Thanksgiving pie giveaway is legendary. Like, it's my favorite event of every year, even though sometimes I'm like the invited person. This year I actually participated. It was fun. So, but if real estate had a pit stop for client appreciation, yours would be the sweetest one around. I'm telling you that.
Thanks, man.
Tell us how this tradition started for you and why celebrating your clients is such a big deal.
Okay. Well, I started this when I had heard about it from some of the Michael Mayer training, and back in the day, it was called Generosity Generation. I think he still uses that term. But I had heard about this Generosity Generation. I looked into some of the things that he likes to do and coach, and that just appealed to me. I felt like we could really express how much gratitude we have for our clients through something like that. So I give away a pie to all of my past clients, should they wish to attend my pie event, and right before Thanksgiving, because I'm thankful for them. Because truthfully, this business is not about houses; it's about people. Relationships, finding where they need to be and want to be.
Another thing that I like about your pie event is that it's very interactive. It's interactive, meaning like you have little things for children to do, you have things for adults to do, you have snacks, giveaways, and chocolate.
Yep, there's always chocolate.
Always chocolate.
Whether you're at the pie event or not. For me, you will always see some chocolate come out of the woodwork. But truthfully, this past year and this year actually will be, I believe it's our 8th annual event.
This year will be the 8th year you've done it?
I think this year is the 8th year. It's either 8th or 9th. But anyway.
This last one was epic, though.
So, yeah. So we stepped up the game because we had to transform our event into a pie drive-by when COVID happened. Mm-hmm. But we didn't give up the event.
That was fun.
We put all safeties in place that we could, and we still gave away pies, and we had decorations in the parking lot, and people came and parked and got their pies. But this past year, I was like, okay, well, you know what? We need to grow this event back into what it used to be, which was very interactive. And then we had it at Hunt Club Farm, which is a wonderful, wonderful place for many different types of activities, but they allowed us to use the barn, and the petting farm was accessible for the kids, as well as the tree walk adventure. And then we had in the barn itself, we had crafts and stuff that they could make ornaments for them, their family and friends.
And Santa Claus.
And Santa is always there. I have a personal relationship with Santa.
I know. It's wild to me that how well you know Santa Claus.
I know him really well. I know him. I know him. And Grinch came this year.
That was fun.
Yeah, to try to contest Santa.
The best part about your about you knowing Santa, in case you're wondering, anybody, she's married to someone who plays Santa a lot, and she is Mrs. Claus, and her wonderful husband's name is Mike, and he does. So don't show this to your kids. This is not a kid friendly video.
Yeah, that's right. This is rated R, restricted from children specifically.
So don't show this to them, so they don't need to know who Santa Claus really is. But they are really, really good at it. What really is part of the relationship thing that he supports her. He supports you 100%.
Oh my goodness! You will see him post on Facebook how he is implementing his Hershey hubby duties and wrapping my candy bars.
I love it. Them ones.
Yeah,
them ones.
He does that.
Yeah. So it, and we'll get back to him, I'm sure. But that's funny because your branding is like a sleek, well-tuned machine. It just works. It way works.
Mm-hmm.
And what's your go-to strategy for keeping your name on the road and making sure your marketing stands out in fast-moving real estate world?
Well, specifically, I get to have the last name of Hershey, which is great, and so I use chocolate a lot, like a lot. But what's really important about that, and what I also talk to other agents about, because in our office at the real estate group, we actually help each other. And so when people come to me and they tell me their name or their thought process, I try to give them easy ways to market themselves that will help people remember their name. Mm-hmm. Because part of the strategy of the marketing is that people buy houses maybe like every 5 to 10 years. So you have to give very good client service. And most of my clients become my friends anyway. So right. they end up knowing me as a person, but they have to remember your name every 5 to 10 years. They have mm-hmm. to remember what you did and how it happened, and to come back to you and how to find you.
So with you, and I kind of think over this way too, I feel like you have, and this is part of what makes you so successful, you have that abundance mindset. Like it's not just me in the world. I know there's other realtors out there that I'm going to be, competing with on things, but as long as you have like that abundance mindset, it feels like you attract, people and relationships, and then they'll tell other people about you, that kind
Thanks,
of thing.
Man. Thanks.
So,
well, and I think part of that abundance is just wanting that abundant joy mm-hmm. in what you do and how you serve others, because basically, again, it's about serving others and other people. It's not really about houses. And so if you really enjoy your job, and I really love my job, it is a mission. Mm-hmm. That whole thing that I say all the time about your move is my mission, it really is a mission to me. Mm-hmm. And so if you enjoy your job that much and you have that passion, then you just can enjoy life. People say choose joy. There's going to be stuff that happens, and mm-hmm. it's not the greatest stuff, but you have to keep going back and choosing joy. Choose the happy.
So we got a lot of first-time home buyers in this area because we get a lot of people in the military moving in, and then a lot of people, it just seems like a move-to area to mm-hmm. me. So buying a home can feel like a first-time driver's test. Nerve-wracking and exciting all at once. What's your best tip to help first-time home buyers steer their way to success without the stress?
Well, select the right realtor. Because well, I'm just saying, steering your own way is going to be very difficult if you do try to do it on your own. Mm-hmm. So honestly, whether it's me or somebody else that you already have a relationship and you know and trust, let a realtor help you. Don't just start searching the internet and just whatever, and talk to friends that have had good experiences with realtors and see what they say. Even ones that have had bad experiences with realtors, you know, they might be able to give you some insight on what to look for in your realtor. And realtors really, you know, personality types are different. Mm-hmm. And so some personality types might feel that trust relationship more with other realtors than others. I feel like you're getting to know my personality here if you don't know me yet. And so if you would feel like that would mesh with you, that we could talk to each other, then I want to be your realtor for sure. For sure.
Again, it's back to use somebody you know, like, and trust.
And trust, exactly.
Again, and you know that your personalities are going to get along well. But I think so with you, when it comes to home buyers, mm-hmm. you are really in tune with what they need. I really like that about you, and you get to know. You really do take the time to get to know your buyers, and your sellers too, because some of them, you know, your sellers they got to buy another home, most of them.
Right. So, well, exactly. And they need a good sales strategy. Every house is different, just like mm-hmm. every person's different. Mm-hmm. So we need a good strategy for their house, but also I like to talk to them about what is it that they enjoyed most about living in their house, because those are things that when I talk to the other agents or other buyers on behalf of my seller, then I can express that to them. Like, if you enjoy this was really a thing that that my seller enjoyed, and one of the reasons why they purchased this house. And so, you know, those things are important. So I get to know all of my clients well, my buyers especially. You just have to listen to them. And I tell them that that going on this this Hershey home adventure. The Hershey home adventure is actually a journey of self-discovery.
And she does use that in her advertising.
I do. I use lots of things that start with the letter H. Because Hershey does, and I like alliteration.
Hell, really? Me too. I'm just kidding. Sorry, I told you it wasn't kid friendly.
You are super funny. Yeah, I like alliteration. So, when we go on that Hershey home adventure, it is really a journey of self-discovery for the buyer, because they're going to go into it with these perceptions and ideas about what they're looking for, and they know their needs. I mean, mm-hmm. if you need a home office, then that's going to be a definite, that's a deal breaker on your list. If that's what you're going to look for a house for, that's a deal breaker. But there might be other things going on in your mind, like I have to have this, or I want this. But then we might find a house that has an alternate item in it that you like so much more that you're willing to give up one other thing that you might have had the perception you needed when we started our journey. So truthfully, you know, it is an adventure.
It is. Now, I know you and Mr. Mike have a very special detour every holiday season. You two are Virginia Beach's very own Santa and Mrs. Claus. What's the best part about bringing joy to the community from the front seat of a sleigh instead of a real estate office?
Well, what's super exciting about it, first of all, I think you are referencing the parade, and we love doing the parade. And Hunt Club sponsors that last Macy's Day float for the ocean front. We get to do it for them, and it's very exciting for us. And I always say that the only thing better than being the Hershey lady is being Mrs. Claus. I love it. And my husband actually had been Santa Claus for many years for different family things and some side things that he used to do. But he came to me with his own suit. and, and I had filled in a couple of times for people for the float if they were unavailable. And so we actually, when we got together, we were already Santa and Mrs. Claus. So when did you know?
I did not know you did that before.
See that? So it was funny. We had no idea. And so then we started doing that together. But we specifically started doing it together for Edmark, which is Children's Hospice.
Mm-hmm.
And at the real estate group, we support Edmark a lot in many ways. And there's other groups that are associated with Edmark that help children. Oh yeah, we're going to get stuck by the bridge. That is you know what that is? Another opportunity.
Yes.
this conversation will flow a little better. But anyway, the Apricity House, they actually support the caregivers of the children, the moms, and help. So we got to be associated with people with a trickle down effect. But you would not believe the children's faces. I mean, when we're going down the parade and we see the children, and my husband is really good at being like, I remember you. How are you doing?
He uses names if he remembers their names.
He does.
And
on the
side.
The
kids are like,
yeah.
Oh my God, Santa knows who I am. My great niece and great nephew, he did so well with them. Like they feel like they have like a personal relationship with Santa Claus.
See that?
It's awesome. Mm-hmm. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, I know, it's so awesome. It is awesome. So anyway, but the children that maybe can't communicate back to you, that we get to serve for Edmark and everything for the Santa run, and we get to do that for other different charities that that we like to support. There's just no replacing that experience for us, but we are so happy to be able to provide that experience, not just for them, but for their parents.
And that's part of you already, like what we talked to before. That's why I started it out with your pie giveaway thing. That's the gratitude, and you have a giving heart. So that's why I started it that way, because I think people need to know that's like, you are good at what you do, and real estate is at the
better
top.
Be, or else I should give it up, because I've been doing it for 20 years. So if I'm no good,
it's at the top of the list of the things that you love. But I think for you, I think you're the way you show gratitude and the way that you handle yourself, you're always in a giving attitude or gratitude. You always have mode. That. Yeah, you're always in that mode. And I think you think like that first, because I've seen you firsthand in a transaction where things could have gone sideways. And you're like, you know what? It's good. We got this. And you'll help the other agent, or you'll help the loan officer, right, or you'll help everybody in the transaction to keep a level head. And I think that, and you're giving to me that you're giving them advice on how to handle themselves. And I just think that that is a standout characteristic when it comes to this job and being in this world.
Thank you. So, well, I feel like we as realtors, not just in my company, but we as realtors need to realize that we are a team, because it's one house and two clients. One house and two clients. So we need to successfully and peacefully create a win-win, so that it transfers from one to the other, because each one's moving on to a new life, and it's exciting for both.
So is there anything that you want to add to this? I can talk about the animals if you want, your furry co-pilots. She has kitties and doggies.
Ferris Dobby Bueller is the one that looks like a cattle dog, and except his ears look like Dobby from
Harry Potter.
Yeah. So anyway, But we named him Ferris Bueller so that when he goes out back and we have to call him back inside, we can go, Bueller, Bueller.
I never. That is hysterical.
It's true. Well, he does kind of look like it could be a Scottish name, like Ferris. So he looks like a Ferris Bueller to us.
And you have
Go ahead.
2 cats or 3?
We now have 3.
Yeah, because of the black one.
Yes, because we just rescued the Void. I never knew black cats were called a Void, but now I understand why. I mean, I didn't know that, but then now I know that, and I understand why. Because I can barely see her. If she gets against something that's dark, I'm like, I don't even know that the cat is there.
We lost a passenger.
Oh, did you have that up there and then it went away?
He fell over, and it wasn't my fault. I promise.
Well, I wasn't there.
So if I'm ready to buy a house and I need a realtor, how do I find you? Where do I find you at?
Well, you can pretty much look me up on Google, on the HersheyLady.com, on the real estate group's website.
So I tested that.
Yeah.
So if you Google the Hershey Lady, because the Hershey Lady, she comes up.
Mm-hmm.
She comes right up. So you can Google her, Kathy Hershey, the Hershey Lady, or you can find her on Facebook, Kathy Hershey, and her cell number is going to be there. She'll always have.
This is backwards, right?
Yeah, it's 757-761-4473. That's how you get a hold of her. And I am going to ask you guys, can you do me a favor? I know a lot of you have watched all of my episodes of Riding in Cars with Real Estate, but I don't see you guys liking or sharing. So do me a favor. When you go to watch my episodes, like them and share them, and let me know that you've seen them. Give me a review on there. I appreciate it.
Now push.
That is your homework from now on. Go. And so next time, I don't know who's going to be on the next show. I need some writers, but I want to thank Kathy Hershey for being on here today with me. And we're going to go get some food, and maybe we're going to get some chocolate. I don't know. What do you think?
No, we're not, because I see it all the time. If you want chocolate, then when we get back to the house, you will have chocolate.
All right, guys, we're going to say goodbye now. Bye.
Bye, Sickle.
High five.
Oh, I'm
She
sorry.
left me hanging. Bye.
Oh, sorry.